Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Salakia. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well amongst the elect, and blessings and salutation and much love to you true Akim that are pushing truth and sincerity throughout the four winds of the earth. I'm going to make this pretty quick because I'm on a plantation. So, Lord willing, or Yahweh Ratazah, this is edifying to those that watch. Okay, this is the book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 11 and 31. This pretty much is going to be going over judging aright. You know, is 1 Corinthians 11 and 31. It says, "For if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged." All right. So when we just straight to the point, man, that's really doesn't need a breakdown, but I'm going to elaborate. When we go out and teach, or when we operating through our daily lives, all right, we have to know that when we judge somebody on something, that we're not falling into that same category, all right, because that is called a hypocrite. So if it's like, if I'm going to tell somebody that, you're wicked for smoking, or you're wicked for eating pork, they can't come back and say, oh, you're wicked too. You can't, because I'm not doing that. So I'm judging myself, all right, and that's how we're supposed to operate on the highways, in our daily lives. Like I said, throughout our daily lives on the plantation with our families, whoever we're talking to, all right, because this is why it says, but when we are judged, we are chastised of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world, all right. So if you know what I'm saying, which is which I highly doubt any man that truly loves Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai does these things, smoking and eating pork, committing adultery, so on and so forth. It says if we are doing those things, the Most High is going to judge us. All right? The Most High is going to judge. The Most High sees everything, man. So if we're not being sincere in our acts, all right, we're not rehearsing the righteous acts, and we're going out there and we're teaching, how to be righteous, we're hypocrites, man. And the Most High will judge us. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, we're going and judging the right. We're judging the people the right, man. We're telling you not to do these things because this is going to be your downfall. And if I happen to be doing these things, the Most High will deal with me. But since I'm not, I can judge you. See, that's what's wrong with people, man. They don't want to be judged by man. But if you go through the scriptures, you filter through the scriptures, there are many accounts where the Lord set up men in the flesh to judge the people. It's always been like that, man. But I'm gonna get this, and these are pretty simple scriptures, but they hit hard, man. This is the book of Matthew chapter 7, verse 1. It says, "Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again." So pretty much saying what I had said before. All right, we can't go out there judging people on doing wicked acts, and we're doing the same things. All right, because the Most High is going to deal with this. If we're doing the same things. It says, "And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote of thine eye? Behold, a beam is in thine own eye." All right, so pretty much taking care of your own flaws first before you judge somebody on their flaws. All right. It says, and when I say flaws, I'm saying similar flaws. Okay, because every brother doesn't have the same problem. So you have to, when you're judging, telling somebody not to smoke and you're not smoking, you're judging the right. All right. But if you're telling somebody not to smoke and you're smoking, you're going off. And this is it right here. It says, "Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote that is in thy brother's eye." All right, because it was the scripture in the book of Ecclesiasticus, I believe, or Wisdom of Solomon. And it said it about Esau, but it reflects with our people. That scripture proves it. It says his own wickedness had blinded him. Okay, so if you're doing wickedness, it's hard for you to judge it right. You know, and that's coming from experience. You know, because we all run into different hurdles. All right, and it's something that might not be right. Then it throws off your judgment, man. It's not, your judgment is not balanced. All right, and the Most High is a power of balance. So we have to be on point with everything we do, how we operate, how we talk to people, how we eat. You know what I'm saying? How we move through our society. We have to be spiritual in all things. You know, hey, because us judging the people, we're doing a righteous act through the spirit of Yahweh Shem El Shai, man. All right, he said, he told Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep. Okay, and we're feeding the sheep, man. Now I want to get this. In the book of Sirach, because I was going to get that scripture as well, but since I already quoted it, this is the book of this, and this is what the pastors and these false prophets and wicked niggas do, man. This is Sirach 37, and verse 7. It says, "Every counselor extolleth counsel, but there is some that counsel him for himself. Beware of a counselor, and know before what need he hath, for he will counsel for himself, lest he cast a lot upon thee." All right, and that's what, even with us, man. Even when when we're out teaching, all right, we don't tell people to just believe what the hell we say. All right, we tell people to do research. All right, because we are counselors, we are judges. All right, we are messengers of Yahweh Shem El Shai. So you have to filter everything through the scriptures. Okay, but it says, "Beware of a counselor, and know before what need he hath, for he will counsel for himself, lest he cast a lot upon thee, and say unto thee, thy way is good," which is what our pastors do, man. Salakia, not our pastors. That's what the pastors of Israel do. All right, and Jeremiah 23 speaks. It's a whole chapter that speaks volumes on false prophets and pastors. Okay, it says, and say unto thee, thy way is good. And that ain't our job, man, to say thy way is good. If you wicked, you wicked. You know, we ain't out there to sweet talk y'all niggas. All right, we out there to give the truth, man. We not sweet talking nobody. What Paul said, my words were words of delicacy unto thee. You know, roughly paraphrasing. He wasn't out there playing no games and sugarcoating shit, man. No, he was giving that straight up real, man, like Yahweh Shai did. And it says, and afterward he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee. We care for the sheep, man. So that's why we do what we have to do. It starts with us. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shem El Shai has to put his spirit on us to get ourselves together, to be able to go out and do that work so our people can get their shit together, man. All right? But, hey, through the spirit, we have 2/3. You know what I'm saying? We will always have 2/3, man. You know? But we are out there to do the work, and we are out there to do the work the right way, man. You know, that's all I have to that. You know, Lord willing, it was edifying. And yeah, man, you got to be a righteous judge, man. If you're gonna do the work of the Most High, you gotta make sure you gotta clean yourself up. All right. It says they make clean the outside of the cup, but within they're full of hypocrisy and filth. You know, so make sure you get your shit right if you're gonna teach right. You know. With that being said, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shem El Shai. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.